Today, I'm going to show you exactly how to buy a HDB resale flat as a first-timer step by step. In fact, my team and I use the same process from this video for our Platinum home buyer clients to successfully own their first HDB resale home and save $10,000 in the process. So if you want to own your HDB home in the next 3 to 6 months, make sure to watch the rest of this video. You may have tried to apply for a shiny new BTO, and thanks to the black box, you were only rewarded with a large queue number that exceeded the number of flats. And you need to move into your house within the next 3 to 6 months and prefer to have the freedom to choose and feel the house before you decide to make it your home. As you know, resale flats are homes for sale by private sellers, and you're also able to arrange for viewings of the home itself, and the prices are often negotiable. Step 1. The planning. Before you dive into the world of property listings, make sure you are eligible to buy a HDB resale flat under the HDB eligibility schemes. If not, you're just wasting your time. There are schemes, and generally you must have at least 1 Singapore citizen or 2 Singapore PR in the flat application. First, the public scheme. You can buy as a family, with your parents or spouse. You can buy with your siblings or children. They must be above 21. You can buy as a fiancé and fiancée, solemnize your marriage within 3 months. If you're LGBTQ, look at single citizen, join single citizen. You must also fulfill the EIP and SPR quota of the flat you're intending to purchase. The simplest way to know which scheme you're eligible is to head to the HDB page and register and intend to buy. Don't worry, this does not mean that you want to buy a flat now, and there's no fee involved. What the intend to buy does is to give you a tailor-made instant assessment on your eligibility to buy a HDB resale flat, the housing grants that you're eligible for, and your eligibility for housing loan. You also can get an eagle-eyed view on how the HDB resale process works as well. It is valid for 12 months, and if you follow through and get a HLE, the latter lasts for 6 months. To register your intent to buy, you need to log in to your HDB resale portal via your SingPass, and the system will guide you through the following steps: registration of intent to buy, search for suitable flat, get option to purchase, choose mode of financing, submit request for value to HDB and submit resale application, acknowledge resale document, pay relevant fees via online channels, approval of resale, and completion of the resale. Of course, you won't be able to proceed to all the following steps as you might not have a flat in mind right now. But you must take note that the HDB resale portal is very strict. Your date for the registration of intent to buy must be earlier than your option exercise date. There was once a DIY buyer came in and decided to buy a client house of mine. He made an offer, he got an OTP and exercised it a few days later. However, the buyer didn't have an agent to guide him, and he did not register his intent to buy at that point of time, and that caused some hiccups and delay in the submission process in the following steps. Thankfully, my seller was understanding and was able to accommodate. Otherwise, there may be a dispute and the option money can be confiscated. So after you have registered your intent to buy, you have the following steps laid out in front of you. However, you still need to take stock of your financing options and certain your rough budget. To buy a HDB resale flat, you can finance it either via HDB loan or bank loan, unless you're paying full cash. For a HDB resale flat, there's no income ceiling. However, there is an income ceiling for the HDB loan and the 2 CPF housing grants. So you can only be eligible for PHG if your income exceeds the income ceiling. For the specific details of the income ceilings and grants, if you do your intent to buy, you automatically know it. Usually, the HLE comes within 2 weeks and you can sort out your budgeting by then. For HDB loan, they can loan you a maximum of loan to value limit to 90% as long as your income can support it. And for bank loan, a maximum loan to value limit of 75% based on your income. For example, you can take a maximum loan of 450,000 for 500,000 flat at the same valuation. So the balance 50,000 will be paid from your cash or CPF. Do not give the 50,000 directly to the seller though. We will cover the following process in step 3. Those who have more cash on hand may choose to take a bank loan with preferred interest rates. Moving on to step 2, choosing the location for your resale flat. Shortlist the location based on your current lifestyle needs, at least up to 5 years, and your budget. It could be nearby where you frequently travel to, like your workplace, near to your family, your friends, to the stadium or parks, etc. Like if you're planning to have children, who might be helping you to take care of them when you're working? Will you want to be close to your parents for support? Though with this COVID situation, things may change drastically. What will be your main consideration in choosing a location for your home? A. Access to family or friends. B. Nearby to work location. C. amenities? Let me know in the comments below. You can also have a rough sensing of what floor level will you be happy with. Some people prefer lower floors so they don't need to wait for the lift and actually have more park and greenery views. Make sure you check the estate's remaining lease at HDB Map Services. As you know, HDB lease starts from 99 years, and when the lease hits 0, the government will take back the land and redevelop it for future generations. If you're lucky, you may get selective en bloc scheme, but practically, as the lease drops, the value usually drops as well. So after you have shortlisted the following locations, you can begin to arrange for viewings, have a feel of the place, and make sure you check out the transacted prices before you make an offer to the seller. I know we can get pretty excited when we see the right home. For us, we recommend our clients to take a few minutes to crunch all the factors, have a short discussion, and make a decision whether to proceed with an offer for the house or let it go. This helps them in the shortlisting and decision-making process. Step 3. Resale buying process and timeline. Before you make an offer, make sure you understand the timeline and you have the HLE in hand. Take a look at the chart. In order for you to buy the resale flat, you need to get an OTP from the seller stating the option date, flat address, price, option fee, expiry, and your details. The seller has to fill in the top half of page 8. Option date, flat address. All the co-owners of the seller's flat must sign on the OTP. A witness must also sign on the OTP to be your agent or any person who is a Singapore citizen or Singapore PR, aged 21 years or above, and are not involved in the resale transaction itself. Once the option has been granted to you, the seller is not allowed to grant an option to another buyer until it expires 21 days. For that, you need to give the seller an option fee, a maximum of $1,000 in cash. Once that is done, submit the request for valuation by the next day at the HDB resale portal online via your SingPass. Fees will apply. This is important. Don't miss it or you may jeopardize your purchase. If you're taking a bank loan, you can take this time to get a letter of offer from your bank as well. Once the valuation is out, you can choose to exercise the option or not. At this stage, you should have received the valuation report. If the valuation is only $400,000 and your purchase price is $500,000, the loan can support a maximum up to $360,000 if you take HDB loan and $300,000 for bank loan, and you'll need to top up the cash difference. So if you choose not to proceed, you have to forfeit your option fee. If you choose to proceed, you have to give the option exercise fee and exercise the OTP, and you have to submit the resale application on the date that both of you have agreed upon. From there, you have to pay all the miscellaneous admin fees, and in around 8 weeks later, you should be able to get your keys at a HDB appointment. Congratulations! I hope this video helped show you how to buy your HDB resale flat. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe to my YouTube channel right now. That way, you won't miss out on more actionable videos like this. Just click on the subscribe button below this video. And if you want to know more about the HDB buying process or get the timeline in the chart form or in written form, head over to thepropguide.com and check out the guides. It's free. Now I want to turn it over to you. Which tip from today's video help you get better clarity on the HDB resale buying process? Is it the buyer timeline chart or the registration of intent to buy? Let me know by leaving a comment below right now. Thank you.